Today, we're going to dive into a Zen teaching that is, incredibly simple, but also really profound. It's a story that gets to the heart of what it calls the great difference between just going through the motions of life and actually being present for it. So, the teaching kicks off with this beautiful, almost fragile image. Just think about a soap bubble for a second. It's shimmering, it's perfect, but it's also unbelievably temporary, right? One little touch, one gust of wind, and poof, it's gone. That's the present moment. It's so precious, and it is so fleeting.
And that leads right to the big question this teaching asks all of us. If this very moment is so fragile, so unique, and will never come again, why do we spend so much of it with our minds somewhere else completely? It's a pretty powerful question to start with, isn't it?
And this gets us to a state that, let's be honest, we all know really, really well. You're physically in one place, but your mind, it's lost somewhere else entirely. Let's look at a few examples that might just hit a little close to home.
Okay, picture this first guy. He's at the table, he's got food in front of him, and he's going through the motions of eating. But is he really tasting the food? Is he even aware of it? Nope. His mind is already jumping ahead to tomorrow, planning some argument, rehearsing what he's going to say, getting stressed about something that hasn't even happened. He's not really eating at all.
Or think about someone in bed. Their body is there, it's resting, but their mind is just a whirlwind of activity. Instead of getting deep, restorative sleep, it's reliving all of last year's mistakes, going over every little regret. Physically, sure, they're sleeping, but mentally, they are wide awake and completely stuck in the past.
And for our last example, we've got the guy who's just walking down the street. Is he seeing the trees, the people, feeling his feet on the pavement? No way. He's completely lost replaying a fight from 3 days ago, maybe even gesturing to himself in the middle of the sidewalk. His body is moving forward, but his mind is stuck.
So you see the pattern here, right? The crucial point is that our bodies are often just running on autopilot. Our minds get completely tangled up in these, let's call them thought clouds, all about yesterday's worries and tomorrow's plans. And when that happens, our actions, eating, sleeping, walking, they just become totally mechanical. There's no real life, no awareness in them at all.
Now, this is the exact problem that a very earnest seeker once brought to a famous Zen master named Bokuju. And the master's response was so simple and so strange that it pretty much shocked everyone who heard it.
So the seeker comes up to Bokuju, and he's asking the big questions. The huge ones. He's totally serious. He's ready to write down some complicated, profound secret that's going to unlock enlightenment for him. He wants the ultimate truth, the fundamental practice.
And this is Bokuju's answer. Just imagine the seeker. He's got his pen ready for some life-altering secret, and he gets this. When you're hungry, eat. When you're sleepy, sleep. I mean, you can just feel the air go out of the room. It sounds like nothing special at all.
Exactly. And that's the seeker's immediate reaction. He's confused, probably a little frustrated. He's like, wait a minute, everyone does that. I came all this way for your fundamental teaching, and you're telling me to do what every single person on the planet already does? He thinks the master is totally missing the point.
But then, Bokuju says this, and this is the moment where the real teaching actually begins. It's the pivot. He's essentially saying, you think you're doing what I'm talking about, but you're not. There is a vast, great difference between us. And that difference, well, it's everything.
Okay, so what is this great difference he's talking about? It all comes down to the huge gap between mechanically doing something and wholly being in that action. Let's break this down.
This shows you the two realities side by side. So for the seeker, his mind is just a storm of thoughts, right? So the act of eating is mechanical, and the world just seems kind of dull. But for the master, his mind is simply here. And because of that, the exact same action is total, it's whole. And because he's fully present, the world and the food is vivid, it's luminous. And that just perfectly sums up the core lesson here. The magic, the awareness, it's not found in what you do. It's found in the quality of your presence while you're doing it. The question is, are you really there for it? Or are you just a body going through the motions?
So this is a beautiful idea, right? But how do we actually bring it into our own crazy lives? How do we start to bridge that great difference? Let's shift from the theory to something really practical.
First off, let's get clear on what this awareness thing even is. It's not some complicated technique you have to learn, and it's definitely not something you only do when you're sitting on a meditation cushion. It's simpler than that. It is life, lived fully.
It's about being right here, right now, without all that nonstop chatter and interference from yesterday or tomorrow.
So here's how you can actually practice this. First, just pick any ordinary task. Taking a shower is a perfect one. Second, just try to bring your whole self to it. Don't just wash your body while your mind is already planning your day. Really feel the warm water. Notice the steam. Pay attention to these simple sensations. And third, and this is the most important part, when your mind wanders off, and trust me, it absolutely will, don't get frustrated. Don't judge yourself. Just gently, kindly guide it back to the present moment, back to the shower.
So where does this all lead? Well, it leads to a very simple invitation, a chance for you to discover this great difference for yourself. This is really the entire teaching in one sentence. The challenge isn't to go out and do more amazing, extraordinary things. It's to bring your whole, undivided self to the simple, ordinary moments that already make up your life. That's where you find the great difference.
So I'll leave you with this final thought and a little experiment. The next time you have a meal, or even just a snack, try this. Put your phone away, turn off the TV, and just eat. Pay attention to the taste, the texture, the simple act of it. Just eat, and see for yourself what happens.